It is a very hazy day. There is snow in the distance, and there it is now, the view, out of my studio window looking towards the town of Shrewsbury. Here we are back together again. Yes, it's true. This is English Addict, coming to you live and direct from the birthplace of the English language. We all know where it is. It is, of course, England. Yeah, we are back. We are back. We are back. We are back together again. Hi everybody, this is Mr. Duncan in England. How are you today? Are you okay? I hope so. Are you happy? Do you have one of these on your face at the moment? I really hope you do. It is great to be back here once more live. There are some people who don't believe that I am live, but right now I am live on YouTube at 5 minutes past 2 o'clock on a Wednesday afternoon. I hope you are having a good time. My name is Duncan. I like English. I have a feeling that you already know that, because I think maybe you are an English addict. And guess what? As it says on my t-shirt, I am an English addict. But are you? Are you an English addict as well? I have a feeling that you are. It is lovely to be here again on Wednesday, the 8th of January. This year is going by so quickly. Already we are 8 days into 2025. Have you put the wrong year on a check? Or maybe if you were dating a piece of, I don't know, maybe some sort of receipt or a piece of paper, an important document, and maybe you had to put the date. Have you yet put the wrong year? I'm sure a lot of people already have put 2024 instead of 2025. It's nice to be back with you, and yes, we are 8 days into the new year. Just in case I have not said it, I will say it right now. Can I say Happy New Year to you? Just in case, perhaps. I haven't said it to you yet, so now I have. I hope 2025 will be super duper. So far for me, it has been busy. Yesterday, I'm going to let you in to my personal life. Yesterday, I had to go for a health assessment for various reasons. Because I do YouTube, I'm not protected in any way with insurance or anything else. So I have to get my insurance directly. So I don't have a company that takes care of that. I have to do it myself. And of course, to get insurance, you have to make sure that you are 100% well. So yesterday, I went for a medical exam, an examination of all my parts. Can I just say, the nurse was very nice, and also the doctor who I saw as well. Fortunately, she did not want me to get completely naked. However, I did have to take my top off. I had to show her my bare chest. Ooh. Did she get excited by it? Not really, I have to say. I think the sight of me without my shirt on is not enough to get anyone excited at all. That's all I can say. So we are here today. It's nice to see you today. We have a few things to talk about. We are looking at phrases connected to the word take, and you might be surprised just how many phrases there are. Also, there is something else. What is it? There is something else. I know. Being forgetful. Do you ever forget things? Do you find sometimes you forget many things, even things that you should know? Do you ever have a moment where you forget something? It can be information, it can be something you are saying, it can be something that you have, or maybe something you must do in the future. So, that is the question today. Are you sometimes forgetful? I have to say, after my examination yesterday, my medical examination, she did everything, from the top of my head to the soles of my feet, leaving out one or two places. There were a couple of places she did not look. That's all I'm saying about that. But you know what it's like. Whenever anything connected to your health comes up, you often feel nervous or worried, just in case there is anything serious. Of course, I was told yesterday that I am eating too much food. To be honest with you, I knew that already. I actually don't need a medical professional to tell me that I'm eating too much food, because I know that already. I am very aware, especially during the Christmas period. You know what it's like during the holiday season. Quite often you will eat a little bit more food than you normally would. So it is very common for that to happen. Christina is here. Hello, Christina. Hello, Claudia. Hello to Vitas. Oh, congratulations. You are first on today's live chat. Christina says, I do not like going to the doctors. No, I don't think anyone does, to be honest. Anything connected to your health or something medical connected to you, you don't like it. Going to the doctor, going to hospital, going to the dentist. By the way, I have my dentist appointment coming up this month. I don't know what's happening this month. There seem to be lots and lots of people waiting to put their hands on me and their fingers to explore every part of my body. Oh my goodness, can you believe it? And of course my dentist will be seeing me at the end of the month. Isn't that lovely? So a very busy January for me, I must be honest with you. So I am slightly, believe it or not, I am slightly overweight. But it's not the type of overweight that you might think. It is the overweight with fat that you can't really see. Isn't that strange? Around the waist, around here, and also underneath the skin as well, and underneath the muscles. There is a type of fat called visceral fat, which apparently is one of the worst types of fat because it forms over your organs. And apparently that is not good. Fortunately, for me, that is not too serious, but I do need to take a little bit of exercise and look after myself. Talking of health, I am very sorry to hear that one of our regular viewers is not feeling very well at the moment. Hello and welcome to Luis Mendes. I hope you are feeling better. I didn't realise on Sunday you were feeling unwell. I am very sorry to hear that. I hope you are feeling better today. This is the problem with doing the live stream. Sometimes in the messages, I might miss some of the messages. So I hope today, Lewis, you are feeling much better. I really, really do. You don't have to worry about my health. I'm not about to fall on the floor or collapse. Nothing that serious. However, I do need to take a little bit more exercise and eat less junk. I know, I do it sometimes. Not always. I have to say, I am quite good with my habits, but sometimes I let myself go. If you let yourself go, it means you remove all the restrictions from yourself. So all of the things that you would normally not do, you might actually do. So sometimes I let myself go. I will do things, I will eat more, I will exercise less, and then you start to damage yourself, to be honest. Who else is here today? I don't want to miss anyone out. Hello, Alexander. Alexander is here today. Who else is here? Flower. Hello, Flower. Hello, Mosen. It's nice to see you back here. Mosen. How lovely. Thank you very much. MD Sound says, I don't understand English. Well, you are in the best place because everyone here is learning English. Everyone. And a good thing, and this is something I'm going to tell you now, you can have captions, subtitles on the live stream. Isn't it amazing? So you can actually turn on, you can activate the captions on the live stream. And of course, later on, there are also captions on the recorded version. So I hope I will give you some help. I hope you will be encouraged by my lessons. Blood pressure. Oh, I see. 1 or 2 people are talking about blood pressure. You will be pleased to hear, and I don't know how, but I was told yesterday that my blood pressure is perfectly normal. I have to say I was rather surprised by that because I thought my blood pressure was going to be really high. But apparently I am very good these days at controlling my temper. I tend to be very patient, calm, and because of that my blood pressure is perfectly normal. That's what the doctor said yesterday, and the doctor will know. They always know best in those situations. So I had all sorts of things, and you might notice, can you see there on my arm? I'm not sure if you can see it, but just there, that's where they took a blood sample from me as well. I have to say, I don't like needles. Unfortunately, the nurse also tried to take some blood from here, but she missed the vein and went into my arm. So she had to go over to this arm and do this one. I was getting very worried because I thought maybe I have no blood in my body, but fortunately I do. I had enough, just enough blood to spare for the nurse. So that was my day yesterday, a very interesting day, a very, I would say, painful at times, but still we have to do these things. There are things we have to do in life that are unpleasant. So if I want to carry on doing this, if I want to carry on being here with you, I have to make sure that I am 100% healthy. Or at least 85% healthy. We will see what happens. English Addict is with you today. Don't forget you can watch me every Wednesday, like now, and also on Sunday as well. I am with you as live can be. You may have heard about the word or phrase of 2024, which was brain rot. Brain rot is when we waste time doing things. Maybe we are staring at our mobile phone or our computer and we are doing nothing else. It almost feels as if our brain is rotting away. So I was thinking, what would be the word of next year? What will be the big word or the big phrase of next year? Well, I'm going to show you now. This is what I think it will be. I think one of the most popular words of 2025 will be this word, hyperbole. Hyperbole. It is a word you will hear used quite often when we are talking about a person or some sort of statement that is made that is exaggerating something. Maybe you are saying something that is not to be taken seriously. Something you are saying that is not to be taken literally. You should not take this literally. I am saying something, but maybe I am also exaggerating that thing as well. Hyperbole is the word. It describes the overstatement of something, to express something in an exaggerated way. So if you exaggerate, it means you make something more than it really is. You make something seem more serious or urgent than it really is. You use hyperbole. You are overstating things. And I think at the moment in the world, especially when we talk about social media and even politics, a lot of people are speaking with hyperbole. They are using hyperbole when they are making statements about, well, anything really when you think about it. You can make a statement about anything. You might give your opinion, you might give your intention, something you plan to do. We can state all of those things using hyperbole. Hyperbole is the statement or the saying of something that is not to be taken seriously or literally. You might notice politicians, people in power, might use hyperbole, especially if they want to get attention. If you are trying to be noticed in the world, sometimes it is good for them to use hyperbole. You are saying things that will bring attention your way. And most of those things you don't really mean. They are just being used as an exaggeration. You are saying things to get attention. So I think this is something that is happening a lot. I think this year this word is going to be used quite a lot. A lot of people will be saying things. They will be making statements. And we might describe what they are saying as hyperbole, a thing that is overstated. You are stating something that is not to be taken seriously. Christina says, why are we all going to the doctor at this point in time? It seems crazy after the Christmas holiday? Well, I said that yesterday. When the doctor was examining me, I said, it's a very strange time to do this because I've been eating a lot of food over Christmas. So maybe I should have gone in the summer. Maybe when I was a little bit fitter, perhaps, if I had the chance to take a little bit more exercise and then go for the medical exam. But unfortunately, they said that I had to go on January the 7th. So that is what I did yesterday. It wasn't much fun. That's all I can say. Anyway, I am here. I'm not dead. I'm still alive. Just about, almost, perhaps. I will be with you for the next 5 years, 10 years, 50 years. Imagine that. Imagine me still being here when I'm 85. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine me standing here doing this and I'm 85 years old? I think it will happen. I think it will definitely happen. Hopefully. We are taking a quick break and then we are back because we have lots of things to talk about today. We will be talking about phrases connected to the word take, and we are also going to, what else are we going to do? Shall we have a look at things that are related to forgetting? In fact, for a moment I almost forgot that we were talking about forgetting things, which when you think about it is rather odd. Don't go away. English Addict will be right back.
I'm a big boy now.
English Addict is with you today. Would you like to see the view from my window this morning? There it is. So that, believe it or not, was the view that greeted me when I opened the curtains. So this is the view from the top of the stairs in my house. Can you believe it? Using my lovely zoom camera and looking into the distance. And I have to say, it does look very seasonal. So that is looking over towards Wales from one of the windows in my house. You can see a place there called the Long Mynd, a very famous place here in Shropshire. A place where lots of people like to go and walk. Maybe I will show you some more of that at a later date. We will see what happens. It's good to see you today. It's freezing cold outside. It is absolutely freezing at the moment. Last night it was about -5 Celsius, 5 degrees below freezing last night. It really did feel cold. That might be the reason why there is still a lot of snow around on the mountains in the distance. Hello to the live chat. It is good to see you here today. Can I say hello to Sukat? Hello, Sukat. It is nice to see you here. I know sometimes you are not with us. Sometimes you have other things to do. But it is always good when you have a chance to drop by. Very nice to see you here today. How lovely. Now we are going to look at an interesting subject, a subject involving words. As you know, I love English very much. You might say that I am an English addict, and maybe perhaps you are one of those as well. We are going to take a look at phrases connected to take. The word take, of course, is to receive something or receive something with force. Maybe you take something. Maybe you pick up something. So perhaps you do it with permission, or maybe you do it without permission. You might steal something. You might take something that does not belong to you. We say you take it. Of course, there are many other ways of using the word take. We can use the word in phrases. For example, here's the first phrase using the word take. Take a chance, or take the chance. You take a chance, or you take the chance. To go for something, such as an opportunity or a thing you wish to pursue. Maybe there is something that you want to do, something you want to try. Maybe a new hobby, maybe some sort of activity. You decide to take a chance. And of course, perhaps there is an opportunity that comes your way. There is a chance that you can take. Something that is offered to you, you take. We say that you take a chance, or you take the chance. You take the opportunity when it appears, or of course, you simply do it without any opportunity. You can still take a chance on something, take a chance with something, an opportunity or something that you just decide to do. You decide to take a chance. Sometimes in life you do have to take a chance. Sometimes you have to reach out and grab that opportunity. Here's another one. Take your pick. If you take your pick, it means you choose something from a selection that is offered. So maybe a person will offer something to you, or maybe many things together. And you can take your pick. choose something from a selection that is offered to you. You might take your pick from a selection of cakes or desserts from a menu. So perhaps something is offered to you. You take your pick. You decide what you want. You choose the thing you want. We can say that you take your pick. Here's another one. You might decide to take time out. If you take time out, it means you make time to have a rest or pause what you are doing for a while. So for a short time, you will stop doing the thing that you normally do. We say that you take time out. You take some time away from the thing you normally do. And this is a phrase we often do when we feel as if we need a rest. We need a break from the thing we normally do. You will take time out. You will do something as a way of relaxing. Or maybe you do nothing. You just take time out. A person might say something to you that upsets you. They might say something that hurts your feelings, or maybe something that you feel offended by. We can say that you take offence. You take offence. To feel insulted or offended by something said to you. A person might say something to you. Maybe they make a personal comment about your appearance, and you take offence. You feel offended or upset. A comment made by someone might cause you to take offence. So the word there is offence. Something done against, or something that breaks the rules. Offence. You take offence. You take offence at what they said about you. You feel upset by it. You feel hurt by what they said. This is a phrase that is used quite often, especially in social situations where someone might say the wrong thing at the wrong moment. They might say something to you, and they don't mean to be offensive. They don't want to hurt your feelings, but you take offence. Here's another one. This is a very typical phrase that is used in British English. We might say that something might take the biscuit. That really takes the biscuit. The point where something has gone too far, it has crossed the line of being acceptable. So maybe a person's action, what they've said, what they've done, might cross the line of what you will accept. A person might be rude. They might say something or do something, and you might say, well, that really takes the biscuit. That means you've gone too far. I'm sorry, I can't accept your behaviour. That takes the biscuit. And we have a phrase here being used in a sentence. Your constant lateness for work really does take the biscuit. That means you are always late for work. And now I have to say something about it because it is unacceptable. It really takes the biscuit. The point where something has gone too far. We often use this in British English. The next one, you take the bus. This might seem like a very simple phrase, but we are using the word take in a very interesting way. To take the bus, to use a bus as a means of travelling somewhere. You are going from one place to another. You take the bus. You take that thing. You travel using that form of transport. You take the bus. You might take the train. Maybe if you are travelling a long way, you might have to travel by rail. You will take a train. You might even take a plane. If you are flying overseas, you will take a plane. So in this sentence, to take the bus means you are just simply going somewhere, and the bus is what you are travelling on. I will take the bus to work this morning because it is raining. So instead of walking to work, instead I am going to take the bus. You ride on the bus. You take the bus. That is how you will be travelling. To take the mickey. Oh, again, this is often used in British English. If you take the mickey, it means you are ridiculing someone. To ridicule or make fun of someone so as to make them appear foolish. You are making fun of that person. You take the mickey. My boss is always taking the mickey out of my choice of clothes. So a person might be criticising you, or they might be making fun at your expense. They are saying horrible things to you or about you. They are making fun. They are trying to make you appear foolish. They take the mickey. There is another phrase that we can use, but that one is a little bit rude, and unfortunately, I am too nervous to use it. To take up. You take up something. To begin doing something such as a hobby or pastime. When we talk about something you do as a pastime, it means a hobby. Something you do in your spare time. We describe it as a pastime. I have decided to take up astronomy in my spare time. You take up something. You begin doing that particular thing. Quite often as a hobby. Something you are doing as a hobby. Something you are taking up is something you are beginning to do. You might take up learning English. I like that one. You might take up learning a new language. English, French, German, Spanish, Chinese, Korean. The choice is yours. I have decided to take up astronomy in my spare time. I have decided to look into the sky and study the stars and the planets floating above my head. To take one's word. If you take one's word, in this sense we are talking about a person. You take a person's word. You take someone's word. In this phrase, to trust or believe something, to believe what someone said. to regard someone's statement as honest, true, reliable, something you can rely on, something that can be trusted. We can say that you take someone's word. So if you take my word, that means you believe me. Maybe you tell me something and I take your word. It means I believe what you've said. Take my word, this investment will make you rich. Not always. Not always. In fact, very rarely. So you might take someone's word, you believe them, you trust what they say. You might take your time. To take your time means to do something carefully, without rushing. You take your time. You don't have to rush. You don't have to do it too quickly. You take your time. Do it slowly. Take your time. Don't rush. Be careful. Take your time going down those steps. They are quite slippery. Especially at the moment because we've had lots of snow, lots of ice. So when you go down the steps, please be careful. Take your time. Do it slowly, carefully. You take your time. You might decide to take a nap. I have to say, I do enjoy taking a nap in the afternoon, sometimes for maybe 20 minutes, half an hour. Sometimes I forget and I stay on the bed. So my nap becomes a very long sleep. Quite often you will go to bed or maybe you lie down to take a nap. So when we say nap, we mean a short sleep. A short sleep, just for a short period of time. So you might take a nap. That means you do it. I'm going upstairs now. I'm going to take a nap. It means I'm going to have a short rest, a short sleep. Don't disturb me. I'm going upstairs to take a nap. Please don't disturb me. And finally on our list here, you might take something by storm. Take by storm. Ooh, now that is a very interesting phrase. To have a big impact or become very successful at a certain thing, you might take something by storm. For example, this new device will take the world by storm. It means it will have a big effect. There will be many changes that will come about because of this thing. It will change the way we live. It will be successful, popular. It will take the world by storm. It is a phrase that is often used when we are talking about something new that has come along and has become popular. It will take the world by storm. And that is that for now. I'm sure you are going to find lots of other words and phrases that go together with take. I have no doubt about it, in fact. English Addict is with you today, Wednesday afternoon. We are going to talk about forgetting things in a couple of moments. Forgetting anything, really. I suppose it is possible to forget anything. Sometimes I forget things, and that is what we are going to be talking about in a few moments from now. For those wondering what the view is like at the moment out of the window, there it is. That is what the view is like at this very moment. It is very misty, quite misty. It is not clear. You can see just in the distance, if you look very carefully, you can see the churches of Shrewsbury going up into the mist. But it is a rather dull, misty day today, unfortunately. We are definitely having winter. I think it is safe to say at the moment it is definitely winter here in England. But the good news is, of course, the good news is that the days will start to become longer. We will slowly have more and more daylight as we slowly approach springtime. Please, spring, please, can you come as soon as you can? I will be very grateful. Do you ever forget things? I think it is perfectly normal to forget things. And I know this because even when I was young, I used to forget things. Not always, but sometimes I would. Sometimes I would forget to go to school, although that may have been intentional because I didn't like going to school. So I used to pretend to forget to go to school. But quite often we do forget things. Genuinely, we might forget something. Some people believe that it is a sign of old age as you get older. Some people believe, not me, but some people, not me, some people, other people, not my personal opinion, other people. That's what they think. They're wrong. Forgetting things is perfectly normal, no matter how young or old you happen to be. So here we go then. Forgetfulness. The instance of being unable to remember something. So maybe forgetfulness is something you might do regularly. It can also be part of your character as well. Some people are forgetful. They forget things, not because there is anything wrong with their brain, but that is how they are. Maybe they have too many things to do. So if your life is busy and hectic, I think it is possible sometimes to forget things. So it's not always because your brain is not working properly. Sometimes it is just because your brain is trying to do too many things at the same time. Perhaps you are trying to do too much. And because of that, you might become forgetful. The habit of forgetting things during an average day. I think we all do it. We all forget things during the day. Something that might disappear from our brains for a short time. To be forgetful, the action of forgetting. You forget to disregard something that seems unimportant. So there are more than one way. There are many ways, in fact, of expressing forget. Something that you forget might be something that you want to forget. Something that you don't want to remember anymore might be something you forget. Maybe a bad experience, or maybe something that is not important. We can forget it. We forget that thing. We push that thing out of our mind. We don't want to remember that thing anymore. A simple moment of forgetting something, either important or trivial. So of course it is possible to forget something important, but also quite often if the thing is small or trivial. So there is an interesting word. The word trivial relates to something unimportant, something small, minor, something of no significance is trivial. So maybe you forget something that is not important. But of course, quite often, we will also forget things that are important. For example, you forget your friend's birthday. So maybe your friend is having a birthday. Maybe today it is her birthday or his birthday, and you forget it. You forget all about it. You can't remember it. You don't know when her birthday is because you've forgotten when it is. The past tense of forget is forgot, forgot, or something has been forgotten, something has been left behind. It has been forgotten. You forgot to send a birthday card to your friend. You forgot to do it. It disappeared from your mind. To be forgetful. We might describe a person as forgetful. So some people do have the habit of being forgetful. You forget things. Something that you try to remember. Unfortunately, it disappears. It vanishes from your mind. Sometimes we can all be forgetful, especially when we have too much to do. We have too many things to do. We can often become forgetful. Other ways of describing it, we can say that a person is absent-minded. Absent-minded. Inattentive. A person who is inattentive quite often is not listening, they're not concentrating, they're thinking about other things, or maybe they are just simply daydreaming. When you daydream, you can forget everything around you. We might describe a person who is forgetful, a person who often forgets things. We might describe them as dizzy. A dizzy person. A person who is dizzy is a person who is often forgetful. They forget things. They have difficulty remembering important things. You might describe a person as foggy. Maybe their brain is a little foggy. Maybe they have too much going on, or maybe they have difficulty concentrating. So you can describe a person who is forgetful as foggy. And of course, quite often, all of us can suffer from something called brain fog. I'm sure you've heard of it. So this is something that can happen, especially when you're trying to concentrate for a long period of time. Your brain might stop working. It can become rather foggy. We can say that your brain is like a sieve. And there it is. So we can say that a person, they have a brain like a sieve. And there you can see this particular thing that we often use in the kitchen is called a sieve. Sieve. And as you can see, things go in, and the things that are very fine come out the other side. Quite often we will use one of these if we want to separate certain things. Maybe you want to make your flour nice and soft. You will put flour or grain or rice into this, especially something that is soaking in water. So maybe you want to drain all of the water away. and inside you will leave the thing you want to keep. But also your brain can be like a sieve. All of the information goes into your head, but it comes out the other side. It goes straight through. We can say that your brain is like a sieve. It goes in one end, it goes in your ears, and then straight out the top of your head. Your brain is like a sieve. Would you like to see something that I do quite often? Something that I often forget. And this is something that happens almost every day. Normally because I'm very busy doing this. So because I have lots of things to do during the day, normally connected to this work, then I can become a little forgetful. Here is something that I often do. And I'm just wondering if you do the same thing as well. Here it is. This is a little insight into my life. So here I am, heating up my tea, my cup of tea. And the reason why I'm heating it up is because I've forgotten about it. And the tea has gone cold. So what I do is I put it in the microwave, and then I wait for the microwave to heat the tea up. However, it is not unusual for me to forget about the tea. And then later on, I will go back to the microwave oven and discover that the tea is once again cold. So this is later on. I will go back and I will find that my cup of tea is cold again for the second time. And this does happen quite often during the day. Quite often I will forget about my cup of tea. And so what I do is I put the tea in the microwave oven like this. So I can heat it up. But then of course afterwards, when the microwave has finished, I will forget that it's there. So later on I will go and I will find my tea inside the microwave oven. And guess what? It is cold again. Once again, my tea has gone cold. So not just once do I forget my tea, but I actually do it many, many times. So that is something I do. What about you? Is there something that you often forget? Something you often forget to do? Something you forget about? So during the day, quite often, I will forget all about my hot cup of tea, or sometimes my cup of coffee as well. I will leave it, and then it goes cold. So it is not unusual for me to find myself in a situation where I will have a cold cup of tea sitting somewhere in the house. And guess what? I've completely forgotten about it. Not once, but twice. So even me, and a lot of people say, Mr. Duncan, we think maybe you are a smart cookie. I can tell you now, I'm not. Because quite often I will forget things. It is perfectly normal to forget things. I do it, you do it, we all do it. It is not necessarily a bad thing at all. I have just noticed that it is 5 minutes past 3 o'clock, and that means it is time to say goodbye. I hope you've enjoyed today's live stream. Don't forget, you can watch this again with captions. So later on, YouTube will put captions underneath, and you will be able to watch my live stream again, the recording with captions. So don't forget, you can activate the captions later on and watch my live stream for as many times as you want. And don't forget, everything I do is free, completely free. It costs you nothing. I will see you on Sunday. I am back with you on Sunday. It is myself and, of course, Mr. Steve will be with us as well. He will be joining us live on Sunday. So it won't just be me with you on Sunday. It will also be Steve as well. So I look forward to seeing you there. Join the live chat on Sunday and we can have a little bit of fun with the English language. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed today's live stream. This is Mr. Duncan in the birthplace of the English language, a very cold and chilly England. I have to say, it is freezing cold at the moment. Saying thank you for watching. See you soon. Take care of yourselves. And of course, until the next time we meet here, you know what's coming next. Yes, you do. Stay happy, stay safe, keep that smile upon your face as you walk amongst the human race. And of course, ta-ta for now. See you on Sunday.